like, watch, they shoot at a wall.
Uh-huh.
Go to advanced and try the 1x on 45. If I'm gonna peek someone that's gonna be up here, what you want to do with positioning is always use your surroundings to your advantage, right? Oh, good shot. Oh! Alright, so in today's video, I have something a little bit different for you guys. So I actually got a copper from my YouTube community post, and I'm going to train him for a day and see how much better I can make him. So I have this video broken up into 4 different phases. So the first phase is where I pretty much just go into a T-hunt and see where he starts off at, and just look at everything that I need to work on. Then I have my second phase where we go into a T-hunt and I help him with his sensitivity and the recoil control and help him, find something he's comfortable with. Then we have the third phase where we actually go in and actually play, and I show him stuff like positioning and teach him some callouts and just see how he plays. And the fourth phase is when we look at the end of everything and see if he's gotten any better and see, the end result. But that being said, it was definitely a little bit hard to find a copper because some people were faking it. But this actually is a real copper. He does not play a lot of a ranked. He's definitely more of a casual custom game player. But he still isn't copper and he still has been in copper. So I want to pretty much show you guys him and just go over everything. But if you guys do like this video, be sure to stick to the end as well as leave a comment and like and subscribe. But I will see y'all. Enjoy the video. Peace. Now let's see what we're working with. You just do your normal thing. Looking good so far. They definitely do not look like a copper to me. Honestly.
Well, I have I don't even know if I'm just in copper because. Well, that was really bad. But I don't know if I'm in copper because I'm just bad. I don't know the game or just my team because I usually get good kills like around like 7 or 6. I don't even know. And people say to don't blame it on your team, so I usually don't try to.
Yeah.
Just think it's me, but I don't really know.
Well, no, you definitely don't. Yeah, definitely look like your aim is not bad at all, really. For example, like shoot at a wall real quick.
Wow, that's so bad. Hold on, I promise it's not always that bad.
No, you're showing. All right. I'm actually not that bad. Here, ready? So I want to go into a T-hunt with you now this time.
Okay.
I feel like looking at you, I literally would not think that you are a copper. I would probably say that you're a gold. Like, I feel like your movement is really, like, not bad, especially not for a copper. It's very good for a copper. Your aim is not bad. Your crosshair placement is maybe a little low, but that's, like, a lot of people. What sensitivity do you play on?
My problem is I don't have one sensitivity. Like, I change it a lot.
Change it a lot?
Yeah, I don't really know what I like. Right
Yeah.
now I'm on 90, 36, and 50 ADS, just regular.
Just regular 50 ADS? Alright, that's not bad. So yeah, honestly, what I noticed is I've had just about the same sense, maybe changing it by like 5 or 10. But I've generally had the same sense for about like 4.5 years. I think this is my first time finally changing it, is when I came back to console. And I lowered my ADS, but I kept everything else, but I lowered my ADS. But like what I like to do is to like make sure my aim is not as jumpy. I like to stay on one sensitivity, and like I'll just come over here, and like shoot at a wall. And like that's like my recoil controller to Twitch, for example, right? It's like watch, they shoot at a wall. So like if you ever feel like your aim is like way too jumpy, like what you can do is you can lower your actual like ADS or sense overall. And like let's see, even that like mine's a little more to the left, but you want to get like tight, you know what I mean? Like practice shooting at the wall, stuff like that. Really, I feel like that's like the best like routine generally. To like find your sensitivity, to find your recoil control for like guns that you have trouble with, because then you can always have this ammo box right here, and then you can just go back to it and keep doing this over and over again until you feel like comfortable for a rank.
So I just stick to one sensitivity or what? Because like I really don't know what I like.
Yeah, I would say try and find something that you feel comfortable on, and then try and stick with it. Because if you constantly change your sensitivity, you're not going to be able to like be as consistent, because the muscle memory is always going to be changing. So you can't really build any muscle memory to where it's like I'm used to my sensitivity. I can have like pretty good recoil control most of the time, like anytime. When you're playing with the sensitivity you have right now, do you feel that it is like too fast for you, or do you think it's too slow for you, or what do you think your issue is?
Nah, like I could like sometimes I think it's just my tracking because people would be running past and then they'll be like right there and I'll be like over here shooting at nothing.
Yeah,
But
so
I could flick people pretty good, and I want a fast sensitivity that I could flick, but I could also track pretty good.
what did you say your horizontals on?
90,
And your verticals on what?
30, like 35. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Vertical 30, 35 is a good range. I would say try a horizontal of like, so you said it's a 90, put it on 80. I play 75, but just try a horizontal of 80. And then for your ADS, what I would do is I generally have the same ADS. What I have is go to advanced and try the 1 times on 45, the 1.5 times on like 50, then 51, 52, 53, 54. Like just like go up in that 50 range. And personally, I think it's like still a fast sense, but like one that you can actually have a good tracking on and not really potato as much. So at this point, after I was done with the T-hunts, pretty much what I did was I had him send me a bunch of clips so I can watch them and generally just see, how his actual gameplay is because I haven't really seen him play yet. So I just wanted to look at how his recoil control was in-game and how his reaction time was and just look at his positioning overall. And there's definitely a lot of room to, work with, and I honestly don't think that he would be a real copper if he actually played ranked all the time. He pretty much just told me that he plays a lot of custom games with his friends, and he doesn't really play like a lot of ranked with good people. He's really just playing with a bunch of friends who are really not, that good. But he said he doesn't want to blame it on his teammates, which is kind of crazy to think about. Somebody who actually doesn't blame it on his teammates. Who would have thought? But that's how we're gonna see if we can help him when we actually play with him.
Oh, what? Oh, someone's at the door. No, I'm not picking that. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh shit, that's an 8. It did 10 damage. Oh fuck.
One friendly
Fuck!
To be fair,
Damn.
there was not much you
Op
could
4
do
is
there.
securing.
But I'll follow you around. a little bit. I'll show you. I want to show you some stuff with positioning that helped me a lot when I'm roaming, for example. Because if you like to play Mozzie a lot, you're obviously gonna be roaming a lot. You're gonna be taking more of the gunfights versus someone who's gonna play Doc and like sit inside, for example. So I want to show you some stuff with roaming. Because I mean, you can roam with Thunderbird too. I always roam with Thunderbird.
Painter.
Here, come upstairs with me, for example, right? So if we're playing bomb, let's say the site's downstairs, and you want to roam somewhere, like, if you want to contest people, for positioning, right? Like, let's say I'm up here, like, if I'm gonna peek someone that's gonna be up here, what you want to do with positioning is always use your surroundings to your advantage, right? So I'm gonna stand here as instead standing right here, because like if I stand right here, like if I stand in this corner right here, like where you are, someone could swing me from here, from like a hole in here. If they make a rotate in here, I could be swung from here. I could be swung from here. But if I'm like holding a tighter angle, and I'm like holding it like this, and I'm holding it from this side, I'm not exposed from this door right here, and I'm only taking one-way gunfights. Versus if I'm in this corner, someone could swing me from here or here. Generally, what I'm trying to get at is like when you're holding angles or when you're doing anything, you don't want to be in the wide open. You want to be at at as tight angles as you can, and like always use your surroundings to your advantage. Like for example, like stupid stuff like this, like getting on top of tables that will throw people off. Like it works. It actually works. Like especially when you're roaming. Like if you're gonna contest something and like face check something, you want to make sure that you're contesting it in a way where like you're in like a unique spot. So like standing here obviously would be better than me standing right here. Exactly.
Like in House 1v1s, like when you stand on the game room table. That's what I do a lot.
Exactly. Like standing in spots where like it's not predictable. You want to go in spots that are predictable and spots where your body is the least shown. So one thing I want to talk about for attacking is if you spectate like my drone, for example, what I would always recommend you do, like let's say I was playing like Ash and the bomb side's upstairs, I'm gonna leave my drone somewhere like right here because I'm gonna be pushing down here like into classroom, for example, so I can get the stuff to the wall, so I can leave it in classroom. What you always want to do is you want to make sure that you are putting your prep phase drone in spots where you're actually going to end up pushing.
I got spawn peeks.
Well, that's another thing. Okay, watch out for spawn peeks every single time, especially if you are playing someone like Habana, for example, where you have to get the wall open and stuff like that. Those are like especially because you don't want to be like the hard breacher and then like get your pack smoked.
Yeah. What the As I said, I'm legit 8 to 15 health, dude.
Yeah, the spawn peaks are brutal. Yeah, that's nothing. Default cams, make sure you always take those out. That's very good as well. Even I forget to take it some default cams sometimes. It's definitely could be rough. But like cameras are literally everything. That's why drones are so important.
Oh, that guy's down. Fuck.
You know what it could be? As well for like just like the way you're like working up and down and stuff like that. It could be your vertical. Just try lowering your vertical by like 5. Not a lot. Just by like 5. Also, wait, what dead zone do you play on?
I play on 5.
Good. That's good.
My left stick I play like on 7 or 8. And I play on 8 because I have stick drifts.
Yeah, that's
but on
fine.
my right one I have 5.
And whenever you're roaming, one tip for roaming is where the side upstairs. Usually it's not a ranked map, so people are not gonna do everything orthodox. But this is gonna be if they're gonna push from below it all, this is probably where they're gonna push from, like this area. So generally, I might hang out in this hallway, or I might go upstairs and hang out, you know, or I'll hang out in this main lobby over here. Because whenever you're roaming, you want to try and like figure out where you think they're gonna push in the most from, and just play off that area. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna be like right here. See this guy? This guy opened up the and one, but like.
I got one for you.
Good job.
Just trying to flank.
Oh
shit,
remaining.
the last one's right there. Ah shit, you got me.
Let's go.
I wanted to get the kill.
Yeah, you got
Spawned
take your final kill. Take your
Gosh,
final
got it.
kill. Another thing is that I would always recommend you do is if you are roaming, let's say you kill someone, you don't want to sit in the same spot right away because most of the time, if you're playing ranked, they're gonna get a call out that you're there, and they're gonna probably pre-fire you. So like you want to always be on the move and not be like very stationary, or you will get pre-fire, shot through walls, droned out. Like definitely always be moving, you know, unless of course you're pinned down and you can't move. Like then you just need to like take your gunfights and just hope for the best. But like you just want to strafe left and right, you know what I mean? Even if you want to re-peek an angle, just like don't peek it right away. Like for example, like I had 2 kills that round, and like
Yeah.
I generally stayed in the same area, but I was always moving. I was never like standing still, so I couldn't get wall banged, couldn't get like, you know, ping, stuff like that.
1 on 4 remaining.
Good job.
Yeah, I like the sensitivity a lot better. I feel like my recoil has gotten better.
Yeah, definitely take some time, but once you warm up with it, you'll definitely know yourself. It won't be too fast, it won't be too slow. Yeah, so when it comes to bans, definitely it would change on the map. You don't want to ban Thatcher 24/7. Like, let's see. I'm surprised. See, there they go. They banned Thatcher. Like, you don't need to ban Thatcher on every single attack. Like, literally. Like, you don't. People, like this map, okay, you know, maybe. Because, like, actually, you know, you shouldn't even ban him on this map. Because the only wall that you're really going to get that's, like, a huge detriment that, like, is going to be the top wall or office wall for the top site. And then maybe downstairs.
I know which one.
But like you can literally like if they go bathroom tellers, you can nade over that. You can open up vertical, so you don't really need to ban Thatcher. I would ban someone like Jackal or someone like Nomad, let's say, because I'm playing defense. I want to be able to run out. You know, I don't want them to go Nomad, so I can run out as much as I want over Thatcher. I feel like for callouts, because callouts are definitely super important. Best way to learn callouts is there's always gonna be a compass in the bottom of your map.
Yeah.
So definitely like look at that a lot, and when you learn the sites. I mean, obviously you know the basic bomb sites because it says it like armory lockers, archives, ventilation workshop, bathroom tellers, custom supply room, stuff like that. But like generally you'll learn the callouts more when you look at the bottom of your compass, as well as you can watch. There's a bunch of YouTube videos as well that you can look at that are on like the Disrupt or Astralis, you know, R6 channel thing. But like, do you see on the compass on the bottom right how it says like fountain for me, offices, depending on wherever I'm going?
Armory lockers.
Yeah, and wherever you go, it's always gonna be that. So like, but like generally speaking, any hallway is gonna be called like, let's take an L hallway, is gonna be 90 hallway. That's what we'll call it. So if you ever need to call out there, for example, if you come to these stairs down here, it's gonna say east stairs. So whenever you're making a call out, you can say east stairs. If you're down the other stairs, you'd say like metal stairs. That's how I learned a lot of call outs. As well as just watching other people give call outs, like people who are better than me. You have it to your right, that's wide open. Yeah. They might be inside office already. I don't know though. Our teammate. Oh no, they're inside archives. Why is our entire team in there? What?
I don't know.
Oh, to your left, that
What
window.
was that?
That was a window too, right there.
I'm reloading.
Op 4 is defusing a bomb. You need to disable their diffuser.
They have planted the bomb. That guy will probably rotate and go into the armor locker door to your left, but I believe they planted in the bomb site in archives to your right. But just be careful of that Maverick, because he probably will come through this door right to your left.
Oh, there's a tree.
Yep, there it is.
Last operator standing.
But hunting down drones, like, in preface, is very important because, like, information is everything. So, if they don't have drones,
Located a bomb.
the less drones that they have, the better for when you're actually defending.
Yeah.
Especially for roaming. That's why even sometimes people count drones. Like how many drones that have gotten, down already. Yeah, I feel like playing off each other is definitely a huge thing as well. Like, if you notice how, like, I killed the 2 people out there, and then I'm reloading, and then that kid's focused on me, and then you swung that ace and then killed him. Like, that's like a perfect example of, like, playing off your teammates. Because, like, I have his attention, so then you swing him and you kill him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's great with communication as well. If I'm, like, telling you, like, okay, there's one out there, he's focused on me, then you swing him and kill him. Like, that's, like, a huge thing. Versus, like, solo playing and not really paying attention. Like, stuff like that would definitely help you more. Where you at right now? I'll push with you. Like I said, for example, first thing you want to do is just drone out, see where he is. Figure out where he is before you swing someone. So he's gonna swing right now, swing right now. Jump ping.
Yeah.
And watch, I go back on my drone, figure out where he is before you swing it.
Shit.
I got him.
Stay calm, you'll be
I
fine.
got your refrag. Before I swing this, I'm gonna
They popped
check
it.
where it is.
They popped the mirror.
Yeah, he's on ping, he's on one ping.
Nice.
Lit up Jaeger.
Bathroom. I don't know who it is. Shit, there's someone behind
Op
us.
4
It's
last
Ella.
operator standing.
She got killed.
There we go. Look at this, right?
Damn,
So,
look at you, Kay.
yeah, I figured he was right here because there was no one else that he can go. So if you like you just have to always think like common spots people could possibly be, and just get the aim hand level and almost like pre-fire a little bit. Like if you're ever like pushing and stuff like that. Like, that's a huge thing. It's playing with confidence in this game. Confidence is very, very important. If you do not play with confidence, you will play like an idiot. So you gotta play like you're the best player in the world and don't be scared to take gunfights.
Alright.
Yeah, 'cause something I noticed a lot is like people play very, very passive. Like play too passive, to where like there'll be like like 30 seconds left and then they have to push a site and then it's like they're screwed. So like if you play like more aggressive and play with confidence and take gunfights and don't be afraid of them, you'll do a lot better.
Shit, they got me down.
Bomb has been located.
Get you away from her head, goddamn.
The diffuser is no longer in your
Here, got it.
possession.
I'm gonna try to hold him.
Located a bomb. Op 4 last op.
Nice.
Let's go. There we go. Generally speaking, like, using your surroundings, like I said, is going to be your best bet for positioning. Like, it was better for me to move from that mirror spot when my Maverick ran in because I knew where that Ella was. So, like, using the knowledge that I already have and, like, thinking, okay, if I move over to my left, I can see her before she could swing my Maverick. So that's why I moved over. You always want to, like, have a reasoning for what you're doing instead of just, like, kind of sitting there like an idiot, you know what I mean? Like, that mirror spot was good for me while I was holding the door, but I knew the Ella was in that site, so I had to move to my left and hold a better angle so that my Maverick wouldn't get swung. Let's see. You're on the IQ now.
Swapping mags!
Good drone work. Going back on drone. Checking your drone. That's very good.
Just shot my drone, I think.
Oh, good shot. Oh! Alright, eating up. Careful above. Yeah, they're open above now. One's coming behind me as well.
Yeah, that's the guy who killed me. Oh, damn it, thermite got slammed.
Standing.
Upstairs. He's on the very top of spire.
Here.
Friendly's
There we
victorious.
go.
Hostiles
Damn.
eliminated.
That recoil with the bearing 9.
Not the best, but we're getting there. I have to warm up with that. Yeah. So like, for example, like I'm playing in very like good positioning to where I was able to hide myself from the person behind me, but also focus on the guy in front of me. Because if I would have been holding a tight, like a wider angle, I would have been exposed. So like when you're doing stuff like that, or taking gunfights or roaming, you want to always have yourself in like a position where you can't be seen from multiple angles.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So I ended up playing a couple more games with him. I don't want to obviously show them all because the video would be like an hour long. But we kept playing. I just was showing him a bunch of different cool spots and positioning and working on his aim and stuff like that. And just spectating him. Overall, I had a great time. But let's get to this last T-hunt so you can see at the ending of everything. Now we'll see, this will be the final T-hunt. You can use IQ or Twitch, whoever you feel more comfortable with your gun on. Go. The recoil control looks a lot better. Doesn't look as shaky.
Bad.
Much better. Yeah, it's like your horizontal and vertical is definitely a lot better and a lot more confined. Your recoil control isn't shaky. Like in the beginning, it was very shaky, and now it's from playing on too high of a sense. But now that you've played on the sensitivity, like your aim just looks a lot better. It doesn't look shaky. So personally, I think that if you played in the right stack, you would not be copper. You'd probably be gold. I think your aim has definitely gotten better. You're on a much better sensitivity. I think your recoil control has definitely gotten better. It's not shaky, and your aim is not shaky. Your crosshair placement has gotten better. Some things that you could still work on would be obviously positioning and like learning the map and callouts, but that you do just from playing more and just obviously learning callouts by watching stuff. Definitely, I think you've gotten better since you started. What do you think about your aim? Do you think it's gotten any better at all?
Yeah, it's gotten a lot better. A lot more accurate. A lot better recoil control.
Overall, I would definitely say it's a success. I mean, you can't really teach someone everything in Siege in a short span of time. You can of course help them with their recoil control and aim, which I did. I gave them a good sensitivity, but you can't really teach game sense as well as like certain map calls all in that short period of time. It's a lot to soak up, but I think he actually did do a lot better than from when we started. His aim was definitely better, and he did also drone out a lot more. He was listening to what I was saying, and overall, I think he did really good. Let me know what you guys think, though. Do you guys think he improved at all? Do you think his aim improved? Be sure to comment it down below. But if you guys want one where I do one for 7 days on someone, let me know down below, and do not forget to subscribe as well. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I will see y'all. Peace.